Assalamualaikum everyone, and hi, my name is Aizamuddin ID number 032. Did you know that lately the issue of divine behavior has become a very hot topic among the managers and also researchers, since its impacts are very huge on employees' well-being and also their productivity. A divine behavior means unethical habits which is unacceptable by the society. Generally speaking, it is a behavior that contradicts common social norms. Back at the time, I was a white-collar worker working in one of the top 3 prestigious accounting firms in Malaysia. My employer assigned me to the audit department, which I was very happy about it. But during the first month, I experienced a lot of aggressive and abusive behavior towards me and my colleague at that time. This is one of the many examples of others' negative divine behavior, which could also include employee delinquencies. As you can see here, there are 4 types of divine behavior. Robinson and Bennett in 1995 stated that all of these range from minor to serious degree of divine behavior, whether it was organizationally intended or interpersonally directed, such as not following the manager's instructions, intentionally slowing down the work cycle, arriving late, committing petty theft, as well as not treating co-worker with respect. All of these were divided into these types of behavior, which are production deviance, property deviance, political deviance, and lastly, personal aggression. Now, you may be asked yourself, why do such things occur? Perhaps the study of affective event theory, AET, developed by Weiss and Corpanzano in 1996, could be best to explain this kind of situation. This theory states that individuals react emotionally to an event. It tells how emotion and feelings maybe affect individual behavior. Weiss and Bill later in 2005 has used AET and found that the level of workload, job stress, and role conflict is a significant predictor of workplace divine behavior, which may arise from the worker's perception that their organization may have restricted him or her in some manner. Organizations tend to lose billions of dollars through employees' theft and sabotage. Those employees who are targets of workplace deviance are more likely forced to quit, suffer stress-related problems, and have decreased productivity and also morale. Divine workplace behavior has accounted for a tremendous amount of revenue lost and even more permanent damage to a workplace environment. As an example, $4.2 billion in legal expense and decreased productivity were lost in 1992. Other costs include insurance losses, tarnished reputation and public relations expenses, and also workers' compensation. Workplace deviance caused enormous social and economic losses to the organization and their members. It is costly for an organization to pay employees who are not working efficiently. So, how is it exactly to solve this widespread issue? The first one, and perhaps the most obvious solution, is for the employer to attempt to fulfill the psychological contract through communication. Since the employer may not always know what the employee perceived or believes, this may not always be possible. Therefore, it may be useful for employer to reduce negative feelings when they know a psychological contract has been violated by explaining to the employee why it occurred and attempting to make up for this breach. Finally, employers can strive to create an environment where employees are able to express their concerns, anger, or frustration to a trusted supervisor. This can be done through various means, such as employee attitude surveys or anonymous comment box. The second one is selection. Hiring employees that have self-control is important because this individual will be more likely to self-regulate their negative emotional reaction in less than ideal situations. And the third one, providing training. Training to current employees in emotional regulation when there is a perceived violation of the psychological contract can be useful. Additionally, training supervisors to listen and respond to employee concerns or perceived violation can allow them to monitor for any indication of a perceived contract breach and to intervene when the situation arises, perhaps preventing the deviant behavior from occurring entirely.